Good evening, I'm Gayle King and this is Eyewitness Newsbreak. Doctors for Governor O'Neill say he's in good and stable condition tonight as he continues to recover from a mild heart attack. The governor's expected to be hospitalized for at least 2 weeks, and hospital officials say he's receiving many messages from well-wishers. The special session will continue as scheduled tomorrow. Legislative leaders say the governor has made his feelings known and further action is now up to the lawmakers. National lawmakers are still at it in Washington tonight, trying to come up with an emergency spending legislation that will meet the president's approval. The President Reagan has already threatened to veto one proposal. A 50-year veteran of the Southington Fire Department died today. 71-year-old Francis Casal, an assistant chief on the department, died while battling a house fire. That's our report for now. We invite you to join us at 11 for Eyewitness News Night Beat.
Newsbreak, sponsored by WTIC 1080, The Pulse of New England.
Good evening, I'm Gayle King. Governor O'Neill continues to recover from a mild heart attack at St. Francis tonight. His doctors say he's in good and stable condition. The Southington Fire Department is in mourning tonight. A 50-year veteran died while fighting a house fire today. Assistant Chief Francis Casal was 71 years old. Now this.
That's the news. Walt Dibble, WTIC.
For the latest news, weather, traffic, and road conditions, tomorrow morning come up to 1080 WTIC.
That's WTIC's Travelers Weather.
Please join us for Eyewitness News Night Beat at 11 o'clock.
James Francisca stars in Youngblood Hawk tonight at 11:45.
Please send your check or money order to CARE, Box 576, New York 10156, or local CARE office.
This is CBS.
Topping our news tonight, Governor O'Neill continuing to recover at St. Francis Hospital from a mild heart attack tonight, while the public showers him with cards and flowers. And after several hours of debate, both the House and Senate agree on an emergency budget bill, but now President Reagan is talking veto. Bill Patrick is talking sports with 2 big wins for the New York teams, and Bruce DePriest has a pretty nice forecast. Those stories and more when Eyewitness News Night Beat joins you next.
They've stayed heart to heart even when continents apart. Robert Wagner and Natalie Wood are Monday at 7:30 on PM.
Hot Fudge, fun for kids, 6:30 weekdays.
Show is about R&R. No, not ribs and ravioli. It's rest and relaxation. You're going to meet Barry, you're going to meet Judy. They've lost 100 pounds, well, between them, and they learned how to relax, and they learned how to take all the tension on their lives. So come with us for the Richard Simmons Show. Great exercises, and relax with us, okay?
Fight Fat with Richard, Monday morning at 9 on TV3.
From the Berkshires to the Sound, from wherever you live, this is Eyewitness News.
Good evening. Cards and flowers are pouring in from people wishing Governor Bill O'Neill a speedy recovery. That's the word from St. Francis tonight, where the governor continues to recover after suffering a mild heart attack.
The governor spent a restful, comfortable evening last night. His doctor, Dr. John Rickson, reports that his condition remains very good. His vital signs are stable. His temperature is normal. He is experiencing no pain or discomfort. His spirits are excellent.
The governor is expected to be hospitalized for at least 2 weeks, and for now, doctors say, only family members will be allowed to visit. While the governor recuperates, many of his duties will be handled by Lieutenant Governor Joseph Feliso. Feliso plans to meet with O'Neill's staff tomorrow and says he will be filling in for the governor in all areas, political as well as social. Legislative leaders say the governor's absence will create a void, but the special session will continue as scheduled tomorrow. Senate Majority Leader Richard Schneller says the governor has given his message, and now further action is up to the lawmakers. Schneller also asked that candidates hoping to take O'Neill's job in 1982 take a hiatus from politicking for the next few weeks. President Reagan has summoned his cabinet to an emergency meeting tomorrow morning to deal with the government's funding crisis. Earlier this evening, the House and Senate passed a compromise bill to keep the government going, but that may be a moot point. White House aides say the president will veto that bill in the morning.
Trying to veto?
Well, I'm hoping that I won't have to. I have
suggested that perhaps we have an extension of the present continuing resolution so that they can all go home for their planned holidays, and we'll take this up when they come back. But I just did not feel that I could pass what had finally been decided, which was several $1 billion more than we had suggested for the budget.
Reagan aides say if Congress does not pass an acceptable bill by 8 o'clock, the president will instruct non-essential federal employees to come to work, cancel meetings, turn out the lights, and leave. It's been a long day for Congress, which normally doesn't work on a Sunday, and if Reagan keeps his word and uses his veto power, their work may be just beginning. Phil Jones reports on the debate in the House.
As the members of Congress arrived for a rare Sunday session, the mood was quite clear on what the president should do with the emergency funding bill that had been hammered out after 2 long days.
We do not have the same luxury where the day-to-day functions of government are concerned. I say to the president, sign this bill.
And the signatures of Senate Republicans, Hatfield, Laxalt, and others on the compromise deal was also a clear signal to the Republican president that they felt this was the best he could get. When word reached the House that the president had said no, Democrats were quick to take the offensive.
All of us who participated even vicariously in that conference are shocked and disappointed. I don't understand. Unless the president simply wants the theatrics of bringing the government to a halt. Well, let's not have that.
So, with the presidential gauntlet thrown down, the democratically controlled House proceeded to approve the emergency funding bill, which, according to the White House Budget Office, is about $2 billion more than the president can accept. The full House did remove a 4.8% pay raise for themselves, which had been included by the conference committee. There have been numerous descriptions today of this current mess, including one by Congressman William Dannenmeyer, whose district includes Disneyland.
I was firmly convinced that make-believe was in Anaheim, Disneyland, and this was reality. I can tell you my initial perception was all wrong, my friends. It's just the opposite.